Hey guys, this is Amanda from Coker's Garage Shop. Today is going to be episode 2 for our YouTube channel. I'm hoping today goes a lot more smoother than episode 1 did. Today we're going to go over what we call 99 problems, which is the 56 Chevy that went to SEMA last year. Nathan's going to tell you what really goes into doing a SEMA build and who our sponsors were, what all really went on behind the scenes of getting something to SEMA. And if you have any questions at the end, just shoot them to us and we'll be more than happy to answer you. So let's get started. Let's tell you some stuff about our Chevy.
All right, everyone. Today is our second episode of our YouTube channel. We're trying to perfect this as much as we can, so hopefully this one's a lot better than the first one. All right, we're going to talk about our 1956 Chevrolet 3100 that we built last year for SEMA. And just try to give a huge shout out to all of our sponsors and everything that helped us along the way on this build. And just kind of give you a rundown on how a SEMA build goes. Not a lot of people understand. Some people have a negative to say about SEMA builds. A lot of people pick SEMA builds. We try to build something of quality. Granted, it might not be 100% done when we go there and we come back and finish everything up, but we try it to be 100% as done as possible when we get there. But here it is. We've had this truck for probably about 10 years now. It's mine and my uncle's. We have built it together along with some good friends last year that helped us along the way. But first and foremost, we're going to give a huge shout out to GSI Machine and Fabrication and Scott Nelson at GSI for hooking us up with the spot at SEMA last year, and also getting us a good deal on one of their chassis. This is one of their first full production chassis that they started building. That's under this truck. They're one of the big sponsors, a part of this, and then another one is Vintage Heating and Air. We've got their front runner kit and their air AC and heat unit on this truck. We're also running GSI's adapter plates for the valve covers. And what else do we got here? So an all-American billet for their hood hinges that's on here. Fantastic products. Then Detroit Steel Wheel. Love working with that company. Adam, Emma, Steve, and Pam, and all them there. Very, very good company. Very good quality. Everything that we got on here, to me, is top-notch quality. So just hit them up if you ever need anything or anything like that. Christopher Tisdale and Big Body's Custom Interiors did the interior work on this truck. Another huge shout-out to BASF Glazeret. Paint is what is on this truck. They were a huge sponsor for this. All the materials on this is 100% BASF Glazeret. So if you got any questions about the paint or anything like that, the brown is a factory GM color. It's an espresso brown pearl. The yellowish gold, whatever color that you want to call it on here, is a factory GM 60s and 70s butternut that I have made and turned into a pearl coat. I put gold pearl over it. Also the wheels, everything like that. We're running Nitto tires. The front wheels are 20 by 9s. The back's 20 by 11. Let's see here. Let's try to go through it. Come over and we'll show you the interior. I did it. Steering column is in it with their ID push start. All this is low car, huge help on all of this stuff. Classic Instruments, the very good company also to work for. They helped us out with our gauges. This is a Snowden seat. It's his seat frame and foam kit. Big Body covered everything else, and David, the guy that works there with him. We're running 39 taillights, 36, 39 taillights with the SoCal Post pedestals on there that I Frenched in. I've done everything, the little detail work that's on here. Smoothed out all the bumpers. Granted, it's a little dirty in here. We're running a Boyd tank. Phytech fuel injection, all on this. It's their retrofit for the LS. Quick performance, third member, locker, Ford 9-inch that's in this. Forgive us, it's dirty under here. MagnaFlow exhaust, they're straight through mufflers. They were a huge help also. Thanks to MagnaFlow, all the 2.5-inch exhaust that's on here was sponsored by them.
You want to tell them a little bit about the bed?
Yeah, the bed, my friend Scott Husky helped design this right here. Then we took and had Chop House Metalworks, Franny at Chop House Metalworks, come in and he does all my plasma cutting and everything like that, and cut all the designs out in here and everything like that, cut all the arms. Mike Howell come down and lended a huge hand one weekend and helped get the bed lifted for us because we were pressed for time and everything. All the wood is handmade wood. We just bought some long bed strips, cut them down, and then we stained the wood with a mahogany stain with a glazurate flat clear that's over it. What else? My buddy Daniel and Chad come in and help do the glass while we was at Big Bodies. I'm just trying to get everybody. CPP, I forgot CPP was a big help. We're running their big brake kit, front and back on this. Also their under dash brake pedal assembly and their master cylinder and proportioning valve. We're running CPP manifolds, LS3 manifolds on here to connect to the 2.5-inch MagnaFlow exhaust. We just basically took the 5.3, dressed it up to look like the old 327 that would have been in this truck. We're running a Brian Tooley Stage 3 cam and a Circle D 26-2800 stall converter on it.
You want to tell them how long it took you to get it to SEMA from start to finish?
Yeah, that's where a lot of people get stuff mixed up. So we did build this truck in a very good time crunch. This truck was built 100% on the side. So 4 or 5 o'clock I'd stop. I'd work on the truck. We started on it in roughly December-ish. We kind of started turning it down and started getting our ducks in a row. Started talking with GSI about that time, trying to get with them to try to get a chassis and get a spot for SEMA. So had a rendering done. That's what a lot of people don't understand. You got to have an artist rendering done and a proposal.
Yeah, Tristan did your...
Tristan done the renderings by Tristan. Done the rendering for us. You have to have that before you even start to even try to get a spot at SEMA. A lot of people don't understand too much of that, but you got to have that. He done all the artwork for that. It was a fantastic help. The end of January, we finally locked down a spot with GSI, with their feature spot at SEMA. And then from there, it basically was 10 months. From then till October. The whole month of October, I did have to shut the shop down to finish building this truck. And it was a headache. And there was nights I didn't come home till 2 o'clock in the morning, and then had to go to sleep, get back up at 6:30 in the morning, and be back at work at 8 o'clock. Most of the time, it was just me working. Had a few good buddies to come in and lend a hand. Scott Husky, of course, he always lends a hand here. Daniel Covington come in and lended a hand last minute on the bodywork on the bed, and Rick Cable did. They come in and spent a good few hours one night helping me finish the rough end bodywork on stuff. Like I said, Mike Howell, Christopher Tisdale, huge thanks for him getting the interior knocked out as quick as he did. But you gotta have a lot of planning. You gotta plan this stuff. You cannot just throw something together and expect to go out there and not look like a fool. So you have to be very, very well planned out to get stuff like this done. What else?
You want to tell why it's named 99 Problems?
99 Problems, man. This truck is definitely 99 Problems, and it fought 100% of the way. It did not give us any kind of slack. I mean, up to the point where we was fixing to load it up to take it to the interior shop, and we had problems with a small problem with the ignition. Granted, it was minor, but it's still just something so simple and so stupid as the plug-in on the back of the ignition was just barely unplugged where we pulled it out to paint it, and it just stuff fault. Then we had a problem with the compressors not kicking on whenever we was at Big Buddies, and we was about 10 hours shy of leaving. Well, we was 10 hours shy of leaving, and that gave us a fit, and then it caused us not to leave till mid to late afternoon on Wednesday night. So we thought we wasn't going to be able to make our check-in, but we busted our ass and got it, and we made our check-in on Saturday. So we left Tennessee Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Me and Big Body did. We left Tennessee at just me and him in the truck. We left Tennessee at 4 o'clock, and we made it to Las Vegas Friday night. And was able to get up and make our check-in at 11 o'clock on Saturday that day. I hope to be able to come back to SEMA probably 2021. I might build something else. We got a C10. Hopefully they're not outdated by then, or something else. I might redo the Ranger and try to take a Mini there.
Y'all tell him, see my Cadillac?
Yeah,
tell him that's what y'all want to see in 2021 at SEMA from Coker's Rod Shop. Y'all want to see that Cadillac right there done, right?
Yeah, no, we ain't got the money for that. That's gonna be a lot. Cadillac.
See, even Justin in there. Hashtag Cadillac. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if anybody's got any questions or anything like that, just shoot them, comment, whatever. Message me, whatever you need. I try to lend a hand, try to give you whatever. If you got any questions for this, we've tried to help a few people out along the way with some of the products we have bought that they got now. So try to give advice to people as much as we can. I'm trying to make sure. With excess battery, cannot forget them.
Oh yeah.
Excess power. They gave us the battery that's in this. Fantastic batteries. The second time we've put them in, actually the third time we've put them in stuff. I highly recommend them. They got a really, really good product there with their batteries. Have had little to no problems with them. Let me make sure we got everybody's. So we got Low-Car, Phytech, Vintage Air, GSI, MagnaFlow, BASF, Glazrit, Detroit Steel Wheels, CPP, Flow Air Ride. They did give us, we are running flow tanks under this. There's 2 of them underneath the truck, underneath the cab. We are running AccuAir. I did forget to give AccuAir a huge shout out. We are running their switch speed setup on this. It's their VX4 that's on this, the new one that they come out with last year. Fantastic products. We absolutely love AccuAir around here. It's on everything that we do. So, yeah, I mean...
You forgot to give a shout out to T-Card who came out and helped you with...
He did. I forgot about him. He helped get us get the airlines bent, the copper lines, and everything like that. Like I said, it was another one of those Saturdays. We was pressed for time trying to get the truck done, get it to the interior shop. Just absolutely pressed for a lot of time, and he come in and lended a good night, a good long night doing all the hard lines that's on this.
Yeah.
Another thing, this is all hand-built inner fenders and a hand-built firewall. If you know anything about these trucks, that is not factory at all. The firewall was did have the little cup in it for the distributor. I built that firewall and flattened it all out and hand-built the inner fenders. Just little details and stuff like that that's done to the truck. The marker lights are shaved also, and there are some flush mount LEDs that are in here. I'll try to turn those on if we can, see if you can see them. I don't know if you can see them or not.
No, you can't see them because of the light, the sun.
Anyways, hopefully we'll get those.
I don't know if you guys can tell on here, but if you can tell that these are flat in here instead of the, how do you say it?
What, the Bedro?
No, this is flat.
Oh yeah, the paint is this is the same flat clear coat that is on the bed strip, on the bedwood is under here. It's a Glazrit. I don't know the number. I think it's 58 something 58. It's their matte clear. This is a bronze. It's got their matte clear on it also. This is a Dodge color. It's a Prairie bronze. Pretty much the whole drivetrain underneath the truck is done up like that. And I think we did the control arms and all that stuff in the Prairie bronze too.
Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit. Here's our card. That's where we're at. If you have any questions or anything, just give us a holler. And I know you probably can't tell, but it is really cold here. It's colder than a witch's titty in a brass bra, so we are going to call it a day. And just leave us your comments, and thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.